Hello, my name is Shane with HCCI Protection out here in Denver, Colorado. And today I want to talk to parents and our school-age children about surviving and being in an active shooter situation. We are seeing these situations become all too common in our schools. And with lack of training in our schools and lack of awareness, it's important that we as parents take time to speak to our children about how to survive these horrific nightmares that are becoming many people's realities. I myself have an 11 and 10-year-old son, and I also am remarried as a widow to a woman with 3 more kids that are 18, 15, and 12. I have talked with my own children for years about surviving threats and active shooter situations, from pedophiles grooming or touching them or an adults abusing them to being in an active shooter situation. And today I want to take a moment to give you some keys on talking to your children, or keys for our older children to watch and understand. We can be responsible for building a culture of safety and security within our schools. And I want to talk to you about that now, today. Today I talked with my 15-year-old kid about how to survive and be in an active shooter situation as a sophomore in high school. I talked to him about being a part of that culture and helping build that. And in surviving an active shooter situation, I told him it is crucial and absolutely necessary that he's not trying to be a hero and go and find the active shooter to stop them, but to be a hero by helping lock down his classroom, secure the door, keep everyone calm and safe and low. By helping secure his classroom door and ensure it's locked, he increases the survivability of that entire classroom tremendously. Help is already going to be on the way, and the best thing you can do is to wait for them to arrive. Don't go seeking the threat yourself to stop them, because they are armed. I talked to him about what to do if that classroom, that secure zone, is breached by an attacker. And one of the best solutions is a fire extinguisher. He can pull the pin and discharge that fire extinguisher in the face of the attacker, which in most cases will incapacitate or knock out the attacker. Many of these fire extinguishers are full of carbon dioxide, which would rob the attacker of oxygen, causing them to pass out, so that those students in that classroom can go and seek another safe area while waiting on help to arrive. I also informed him that if a teacher tries to get them to leave that classroom during the event that an active shooting is still taking place, that I advise him to respectfully say, "I am staying in this locked classroom," and to encourage other students to stay in the locked classroom. That locked classroom is their best case for survival. And it's important that we stay, and he helps others understand the importance of staying in that locked room. I also talked to him about being part of building a culture of safety and security at his school, that he can be responsible for taking on being extra eyes and ears around the school. If he sees a door open from the outside of the school to the inside of the school, or a classroom door that should be shut and locked, I advised him to go ahead and close it. And if another adult asks him what he is doing, advise him that he's being a contributing member of his school safety and security and closing doors that should be secured and locked. And I informed him, as long as he is always respectful, that I will have his back in these instances, and advise these schools, if they have a problem, that secure doors should always remain secured and locked. We cannot prop them open because of comfort and complacency, because it's hot, because it's musty in the classroom, because these kids stink. Those are not acceptable excuses to opening a secure door, leaving it capable of being breached by an attacker. Attackers try to take advantage of vulnerabilities like unlocked doors or open doors, and in many active shooting situations of recent history, the active shooter has breached the organization or the school through a door that was propped open and left open that would have otherwise been secured. So I implored him to get his friends involved in helping build a culture of safety and security. Additionally, I want to talk to you about enhancing that safety and security by, if you see something, say something. If you see another student in your school being bullied, threatened, harmed, or harassed, it's your duty to be a voice for those individuals. Speak up. Tell the people causing the harm to stop and get immediate help. Go to an adult you trust, whether it's a security professional that works in your institution or school, the school security resource officer, or a teacher or faculty of your school. Get help for those that are being harmed by other students or other adults. We need to be a voice for those that don't have a voice, and it's our responsibility to help protect those people around us. If you hear of another student talking about wanting to harm somebody, harm another student, harm themselves, harm a faculty or teacher, it is your responsibility to speak out and get help from an appropriate adult, whether that's going to law enforcement, a security professional, a teacher, or another trusted faculty member in your school. You can get help for those that need it. And if we speak up when things are wrong, we can prevent them from becoming nightmares that we all have to live through. I'm calling on all of you to join HCCI Protection and building a culture of safety and security within our schools, teaching our children how to spot these risks or threats so they can be part of a solution to prevent loss of lives in our schools from happening. Educate them about how to survive active shooter situations and how to be aware of when another adolescent child or a peer or an adult is harming them or harming other people, how to be a voice to get help. Together, we can all make a difference. And if you as a student ever have a question or a concern, or as a parent, I implore you to call me. Shane at hcciprotection.com is my email. My direct line is 720-476-0312. Or go to our website, www.hccisecurity.com. I am here to help be a voice for those that need a voice and to help build a culture of safety and security in all of our schools so that none of us parents have to live through the horrific nightmare of burying our child again. We can make a difference. If we stand united together, we can bring safety and security to all of our schools and prevent and stop these horrific attacks and loss of lives from happening to anyone else. Join me today.